I'm reading from 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 8. We are hard pressed on every side, but not crushed, perplexed, but not in despair, persecuted, but not abandoned, struck down, but not destroyed. Verse 10 says, we always carry around in our body the death of Jesus, so that the life of Jesus may also be revealed in our body. Where does this lead me to? It leads me to think that unless in this life you allow yourself or are willing to be stretched to the extent that Paul was stretched, you will not experience the kind of growth that you always dream about for your own life. And I've been thinking about a bow, that the force with which you pull a bow determines the distance that the arrow will go. In other words, the more the bow is pulled backwards, the more it is stretched backwards, the more pressure it receives. It is the more distance it will go further when it is released. The more distance the arrow will go further once it's released from the bow. The same thing applies in life. It is the force with which you are being pulled back which determines the distance you are able to go or the things you are able to accomplish in life. You know, I've been thinking lately that we are in a generation that hates being stretched. We are in a generation that hates being challenged, stressed, persecuted, or even being unfairly treated in any context of life. And it's because, you know, there is this inclination to wanting things to be easy, the inclination to want things to go your way all the time. And once they don't, people give up in the spur of the moment. But that is not the kind of situation that will create a strong character or a strong person in you. It is in the stretching that we grow. It is in the stretching. It is in the persecution. It's in the perplexing that Paul speaks about that we get to experience new and different levels in life. In this life, things will not always go your way. You must get that straight in your mind and imprint it in your heart. Nothing will always go your way. After your careful planning, after even the many prayers that you pray and doing everything right, things have the potential to take a different direction in life and not go your way. But it is not that determines where you end up, you know, because it is exactly this kind of moments that don't go your way that determines the kind of growth that will come to you, that determines the kind of level that will show up in your space immediately thereafter. It is those who are crushed the most who are able to achieve the most in life. But people who run away from being stretched are people who always want the shade of comfort. They want the protection of the comfort zone, and they don't want to experience the discomfort that is being brought about by other elements of life. So the long and short of what I'm saying is that when things don't go your way, embrace that moment in life, because it is in that your growth happens. It is in that the stretching that you're experiencing that you get to become a different person, and that you get to experience even higher levels of growth in your life. I thank you.